Righty. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Oh. Good move, LBG. Gioso, what's going on? Loki. Okay. And all the things are broke. The hats are still broken, aren't they? And Sievert is now a Mountie again. Why does it do this? I don't know. Well, anyway, we'll try our best we can, even with broken graphics. So we're starting with OBX versus Florida Primetime 1. Let's get that show on the road. Start off with, we got DLSCO grounding out, Blitz getting on the first with a walk, that is going to be stopped by the shortstop, gets the out, and Von Matt will strike out. Also strike out for the first at bat, and Borthwell grounding out to the shortstop. DeMars drops that into right field for a single. And pop out ends the first inning. Borland grounds out to fielder. He'll strike out. Dinkelberg passes the third baseman. He'll get a single. That's dribbled to the pitcher who throws him out at first. Ground out by Bowman. Oh, actually, no. I guess it was Katoff, and then Bowman does the same. Maybe I'm just a psychic. It's going to be a pop-up from Gaines. DLSCO will do the same. And Blitz will strike out. Mountain Quick on base. He'll get to second as actually he'll go for third as Hank gets a single. Runners on the corners here with no outs. Still no score, but that's about to change. Gonzalez hits one up the middle. Runner goes for third. Did he get there in time? They did. So runners on the corners again with no out. One run here for Florida. Make it 2. We keep runners on the corners here, but DeMars will pop out. It should let the runner tag up, and they will. Throw is not in time, and that'll be 3-0 for Florida so far. Crowley up to bat, and he'll line out to the center fielder. And Hilmer will strike out. Hawaii up to bat, rips it down the line, stopped by the third baseman who throws him out. Von Matt will ground out to first. Borland pops one up. Shortstop runs into the outfield and catches it. shake it off. Gets a walk. Bowman up to bat. He'll rip one down the line, but it looks playable. Right fielder's gonna catch it. And Hank will strike out. Don't forget this is Primetime #1, by the way. So I should mention that again. As to fielder strikes out. Ooh. Fielder drops the ball. And Selich is on base. Net gains here, swings, he'll strike out. Ah, jeez. Of course, Dawson. Anyway, Borthwell gets on base with a walk. Still 3-0 here, as D'Alessio strikes out. Okay, who is this person that keeps constantly turning on something? It's really pissing me off. I don't even remember how to go offline in Steam. Crowley is on base. Hilmer up to bat. Slowly roll towards the third baseman. He's going to beat out the throw. And shake it off. Will drop one into right field. That's going to keep the bases loaded with no outs. And Bowman will get walked. That's going to walk in a run. Mountain quick here. Grounds out to the second baseman. It throws it to second base. I know that sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? You can hear shallow pop up on the infield. 2 outs here. Runners on the corners. And Speedy will strike out. Click Steam. Very top left of main Steam window. Go offline. I don't even have my Steam window open, but that's a Off the Wall by Von Matt. He'll get a double. If it keeps being an issue, I'll turn it off, but I mean, usually I don't get a lot of notifications. Okay. I feel you, CK. I feel you. I thought I would have a chance to end the sim on a high note, and I've already given up 6 runs, so who knows how this day's gonna go. So it's a 5-0 here. Net gains up to bat. He'll strike out as well. And D'Alessio does the same. That's 3 strikeouts for that top of the inning for Jimbo. Now Bowman grounds one past the shortstop. Quick pops out. Hank up to bat. He'll walk. Runners on first and second. Gonzalez, high fly ball. That one's out of here. 3-run homer. Eight to 0 now. And Borthwell ground out. DeMar's up to bat. Rip that one past second baseman. He gets on base. Crowley, another high fly ball. This one looks like it's going to be gone, and it is. 430 feet. It's a 10-0 lead. Might want to apply the Little League 10-run rule here. Last chance for OBX here. Doesn't start off well. There's already an out. Sisson grounds out to shortstop. It's 2 outs. And a line out by Von Met. It's going to end the game. Alrighty. Looking here. Rangers dominate the Aviators 10-0. Outer Banks, we get a couple of hits here and there, but nothing of value. Florida, 4 RBIs from Gonzalez, RBIs from Borthwell and DeMars. Crowley gets 2, and Bowman and Quick add on as well. Pitching, McIntyre goes 6 innings, gives up 5. Faulkner, Gustafson, and Rose also go, with Gustafson giving up 5 earned runs in 1 inning. Looking at Florida, Colton Kai gets his 5th win. He goes 7 innings, no earned runs, and Jimbo cleans it up 2 innings with no hits. Player of the game is Colton Kai. So let me save that real quick for the Primetime. And game, look here. Voyagers beat the Toros 5-1. Looking at Cancun, we get an RBI from Sider, but that's about it. New York, 2 RBIs from Fry, 2 for 4 for Bernard with an RBI, and De Niro gets 2 RBIs despite no hits. Pitching, Varga goes 6 innings, gives up 3 earned runs. Puar will give up a run as well as Vasallo, or Vasallo, however you want to say it. Seaver gets their 9th win. They go 5 2/3, no earned runs. Pizza and Randall go an inning each. Bowman gives up a run. Thursday comes in for a few pitches, and Morgan gets a 22nd save. No earned runs. Sloths versus the Stars. The Sloths beat the Stars 6-0 here. We get 2 RBIs from Kelly, 3 RBIs from Dragon, as well as an RBI from Poe. Looking here, Nashville, a 2 for 4 game from Bolt and Fox, and that's about it. Is the text smaller today? I couldn't tell you, man. I got the same settings as I usually do. Looking here, Flower gets their 8th win. They go 8 2/3, almost a complete game with no earned runs. Pooper goes a 1/3 of an inning, no earned runs. Looking here, Fawkes goes 6 innings, gives up 6 earned runs. Gets their 11th loss. Walensky goes 2 innings, and Hunter goes 2/3. Player of the game is Callaway Flowers. And last but not least, the Vandals almost brought it into extra innings, but the Crabs get the walk-off. 7-6, it looks like, from Kyle Bellinger. Cruel revenge of an ex-Vandal, I guess. You can hear Vancouver. We get an RBI from Harrison, RBI from Rove and Benson. Chris King, LBG, goes 2 RBIs. Ex-Vandal GM. Well, I know that, Colby. He drafted me. RBI from Bellinger, RBI from Small, 2 from Springfield, RBIs from Knox and Blaze, as well as Chickens. Sometimes weird when full screen. Pitching here, Dawson goes 5 innings, gives up 6. What else would you expect? Ripspod goes 1 2/3, no earned runs, and Wokenfoss gets the loss. He goes 1 2/3 with an earned run. Providence pitching, Pearson goes 4 innings, gives up 4 runs. Komarov goes an inning with an earned run. Yoshida 43, Delabar all pitch in with no earned runs, and Showerhound gets the win and the blown save, going inning 2/3 and giving up an earned run. Player of the game is Archer Fish. Okay, and let's check for minors. Yes, there are minors. And you can hear Dillo's walk off the Hepcat 6-5. You can hear Tomato is the hero, it appears. 2 RBIs from Finn Reese, an RBI from McGrath, an RBI from Steven Aso for Kansas City. Dillo's 2 RBIs from Hood, an RBI from Tomato going 3 for 5. Reeves gets an RBI as well as Kim and Cross. Pitching, Joden goes 5 1/3 with 4 earned runs. Smith goes an inning and 2/3. Cucumber gets a loss in the blown save, 1 1/3, 2 earned runs, and Krieg pitches in with 1 pitch. Frukin goes 4 innings, 1 earned run. Mr. 170 goes 1 1/3 with 2 earned runs. Wrinkly 2 2/3, 2 earned runs, and Lennon gets the win with an inning and no hits. Player of the game is Rick Hood. Oop. Accidentally hit the wrong button, but we got what we needed there. Swift Steeds beat the Dynamos 3-2. You can hear Dynamos get 2 RBIs on Pond going 2 for 4, and that's about it. State College, 2 RBIs from Foster, an RBI from unoriginal name. Dallas, Atsukaroon goes 5 2/3 and no earned runs. Santo goes an inning and a third, no earned runs. And Crunch gets a loss and a blown save. He gives up 3 runs in an inning. Swift Steeds, Montgomery 5 2/3, no earned runs. Blank space goes to third. Phobe gives up 2 earned runs without an out. Thorne goes 2 1/3, no earned runs, and Tito gets the win with no earned runs as well. Player of the game, Gary Montgomery. And Wheelers and Mounties all tied up here, it appears, both at 46 wins. Wheelers wins 6-2. Looking here, we get a 3 for 4 game from Bonanza, but no RBIs. Afart and Miyazaki do get RBIs though, but it's not enough. Anchorage get an RBI from Dowd, and then RBIs from Sidorov, Michael Strobel, Chaisaboom, and Gold. All providing at the bottom of the lineup. Pitching, Buckley goes 5 innings, gives up 5 earned runs. McQuack goes an inning with an earned run, and Thobro goes 2 innings, no earned runs. Bobby Daring 7 1/3, 2 earned runs, and Smith goes 1 2/3 with no earned runs. Player of the game is Bobby Daring. Oh, that's pretty rough if you're a Mountie. It's like tomorrow there's no games on either side. You thought you could remove your own request? You should be able to, Babs. If you log in on the song list, it should let you. Yeah, there should be no minors games either. Nope. And next up we have the Crabs versus the Voyagers for Primetime number 2. And here we have AC Payton versus Joey Slothface. Large labels. Big. Okay. Muramura leads off the game with a single. Yeah, I think I picked the Crabs here, but I mean, it's honestly kind of a toss-up as Richard Small finds a resurgence hitting a home run. Mantaroon. Pass ball, runner goes to second. As Arun will ground out to the pitcher. And Blaze will do the same to second base. What's up, guys? Nothing much here. Except, the only thing I can say is that it's really warm today. It's like started to get back into the 70s during the day, and it's kind of uncomfortable. Yeah, Florida did win Primetime #1, 10-0. Chiggins pops out. Knox will do the same. Fish up the bat, rips it down to the second baseman. Rivers grounds out to third. Nard will strike out. That ends second. Bases loaded here with no outs. Springfield pops up. Should be enough for the runner from third to advance. They're going to go for it. The throw is not close. Make it 3-0. Another walk here. Loads the bases again for Johnny Blaze, who rips it into left field. It's going to score a run. Another runner goes for it, but the throw is close. But they're going to make it. Make that 5-0. Chiggins pop fly to right field. And Knox grounds out to the first baseman. Dinero past the infield for a single. Johnson, the fifth, will strike out. Storm of the walk. That'll put 2 runners on. And Clem Johnson, just not far enough. Runner from second advances, though. Looked like a hit and run of some sorts, but the batter is thrown out at first. Not sure what was going on there. And that's going to drop into center field for a single for Fish. Morimura now rips that one down the left field line. That one's out of here. These prime times have been nothing short of a beatdown. Yes, this is a primetime #2. But 7-0 here. Morimura rips one, and Bellinger's going to do the same to the exact same spot. 8-0 now. If you're a Voyager, avert your eyes. As a small wicket on base with a walk. Springfield rips that one all the way to the fence. Runner stops at third. Runners on second and third with no outs still. Mantaroon in the gap. That one's going to go to the wall. It's going to score 2. Make it 10-0. Roon's going to go for third. The throw is close. And he gets there with a triple. Pass ball. Roon's going to run. Actually, drop strike 3. The catcher can't get to it. Runner gets the first. Still no outs. 11-0 here. As Chiggins strikes out for the first out finally. Knox does the same. And that one's ripped down the right field line for a double. Oh, the runner's going to score. What happened there? 12-0. Morimura grounds out after already hitting a home run in the same inning. Turner will walk. Piazza will ground out to second. That's a double play. And Rivers gets a walk to first. And pop out by Menard. Former Crab Chip Bowman. Huh. Bellinger's gonna get a walk to start things off. And a high fly ball is caught. Ruin up to bat. Another fly ball. And that's gonna be an out. That was our ace giving up 12 over 3.2. Love to see it. Yeah, it happens, Babs. You know what they say, it's a 50% luck, 50% whatever else. Ooh, Blaze rips that one down the line. That one's gone. 13-0. 10% luck, 15% skill. It happens, Bab. I've had pitchers where I have them on like a plus, or not plus, but like a -4 pull, and they still give up 6 runs. That's a pop up by Fish. Morimura now will walk. Bellinger pops out towards the left fielder. And Small stares at the ball as he strikes out. 14-0 here. Johnson gets out. Fry will do the same. And Turner strikes out. Springfield drops that into center field for a single.
Strike 3.
Rune will strike out.
Thank you. Far too kind. Yeah. Ready? Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Broken raw with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time,
Piazza's gonna ground out. Rivers pops out to center field. And Menard pops out in the infield to the third baseman. You might want to go home. Me, I'm content with stopping at third. Fish, high fly ball over the left fielder. That's a home run. Make it 15-0. Morimura will pop out to the center fielder. Bellinger pops out to the shortstop, who runs out to the outfield. Johnson will get on base with a walk. Next up, we have Utah versus Cancun. Playoff spots already locked in? Not necessarily. I don't believe they're all locked in. I think we have 4 that are set. Something like that. Yep. Primetime number 3 here, Utah versus Cancun. We got Michael Bergen versus striker spin rate. A little bit of a rough pitching comparison, but we'll have to see how they do. So Johns starts off by hitting a double all the way to the wall. Greens will drop down to center field. Runners on the corners here, no outs. Jax steps aside as that ball is thrown, and we'll drop one in the center field to score a run. Bauer drops down to left field for another RBI. That was a fun football game. Yeah, talk about it. Might be seeing a blowout number 3 here if our history of primetime so far this sim are gonna keep going. But as I say that, McDavid grounds out. 2 runs here for Utah so far. As Crossan will fly out. Steele does the same to the opposite field. And Tentacion will ground out to third. Who requested this? Yo, McDavid. This is the best song ever. Oh, did I miss something? No, I didn't. It was just a high pop fly, but that's not a pop fly. That's a home run. Johns rips that one 392 feet. Ooh. Spin rate hits Grins with that ball. Jacks up the bat. He'll watch the ball and pass him as he gets a walk. Bauer rips that one into left field. It's going to drop. Runner nowhere close. It's out. Sam to strike out. As you say that, Colby, last I checked, I think it's 5-0 right now, 5-1 for that series. Still 3-0 here for Utah. As, ooh, passes the infielder somehow for a single. And Brunson pop out to the right fielder. And McDavid will also strike out. As Fullman hits a home run. 404 feet. 5-0. As Thomas will ground out. Poor spin rate. Hey, somebody has to be the victim of the primetime beatdowns. Yeah, I agree with you, Colby. Looking forward to see where he goes. Crossland barely dribbles down to center field. Steele, high fly ball. That's going to be caught for out number 2. Runner from second who goes to third. You know what I meant, Colby. I didn't mean go somewhere. I meant where they go as a player. And anyways, no offense, but I don't know why anybody would trade for that contract. Like, he's making like, what, 8 or 9 million already? Anyways, Cancun scores 2 here, so game's a little bit closer, 5-2 so far. Johns rips that one all the way to the corner. Wait, Cancun's trying to make this a game. That's not right. Yeah, what is this? Scoring in a primetime game? It's supposed to be shutouts. What's happening? Wait, no. Voyager scored at the last second, too. Never mind. That's against primetime rules. Yeah. Expect the punishment announcement. Cancun is losing their first round pick as a result of scoring. They say that though, Utah scored 2 more, make it 7-2. 3 runs, right? Yeah, the solo shot. You're only allowed to score after you're down by more than 10, right? Whoa. Doe. Very, 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 very far. 422 feet. 7-3. That's gonna drop in front of the left fielder for a single. Just barely. And Crossland strikes out. David gets on base. Fullman line drive to the center fielder, dives to catch it. You look at the out-of-town scoreboards, you'll see there's a bunch of one-sided games right now. Providence 8-0 over the Voyagers, and I think Death Valley's 10-0. Yep. So steal ground out. Tentacion pops out as well. Still 7-3 here. Imagine if Florida gets a 6th seed. We'll have to see. Not really sure who's where right now. We'll have to keep looking as time goes on. Pop up by Salmons. Then Andrews strikes out. 2 outs here so far. And Doe strikes out. David grounds out to shortstop. Fullman will line out. Diving catch by the left fielder. Florida's got to be a little bit careful. They could lose to Nashville here. That would not help them out at all. As Anderson's going to get hit by a pitch and take his base. And Crossland will line out to center field. Steele will rip that one to the left fielder. Just not enough power behind it. Still stays 7-3. Down the line there, that's going to be a double for Thomas. Johns strikes out. And pop out by Grins. Jax will do the same. 3 scoreless innings here so far. As Tentacion will bounce that one into right field for a single. Spits with a high fly ball. Should be playable, and it is. Barnes ground out. 2 outs here as Brunson rolls that one into left field. McDavitt with the walk. 209 tacos. How's it going? Fullman strikes out. Last chance here for Cancun. We'll have to see what they got up their sleeve as Doe strikes out. No tacos for you, person man. Bad. And that's strikeout here, 2 outs. As Crossland drops one into left field for, they're gonna go for a double. They barely get there in time. Steele rips a home run. Makes the game just a little bit closer here. 7-5. And just in front of the left fielder, they're gonna get a double for Tentacion. Oh, it's 7-6. Is that a 3-run home run? I just missed it. Doesn't matter though, as McBash will fly out. Railroaders squeak out a victory, 7-6 here. RBI from Johns on 3 for 5. Jackson with an RBI, Bauer with 2, Barnes with an RBI, and 2 for Fullman. Cancun will get 3 RBIs from Steele with an RBI from McBash, RBI from Doe as well. Pitching, Bergen, 7 innings, 3 earned runs, Spitz with an inning. Livingston gives up 3 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning, and Biscuit gets the save. Spin rate, 5 innings, 7 earned runs. Hustle, 2 innings with no earned runs, as well as Vassallo and Side going an inning each with no earned runs. Player of the game is Michael Bergen. Crabs beat the Voyagers 9-1 here. Looking at the Crabs, get RBIs from Small, Springfield, Rune, and Blaze. Chickens with 4 RBIs. And New York, RBI from Fry. And 2 for 4 from Rivers, but that's about all they can do. Ryan Stryker goes 8 1/3 with 1 earned run, and 43 goes 2/3 of an inning. Choke gets their 7th loss. They go 5 innings with 8 earned runs. Thursday with an inning, as well as Pizza and Morgan doing the same. Morgan gets 1 unearned. And player of the game is Dandy Chickens. Scorpions beat the Aviators 11-2. D'Alessio with an RBI. Sellers with an RBI. I'll check the standings in a second, Leifer. 2 RBIs from Speedy Boy, 3 RBIs for Dong, an RBI for Di Stefano, 2 for last name. Sim with an RBI, David with an RBI, and Gold with an RBI. 11 earned runs for Banks. 2 innings for Davies and 2 innings for Faulkner with no earned runs, and Birdington goes 9 innings with 2 earned runs and 12 strikeouts, and he's player of the game. Stars beat the Rangers 4-3. With RBIs from Bong, Love, and Alpin, as well as Evans on 3 for 4. Florida gets an RBI from DeMars, 2 from Shake It Off, but it's not enough. Collins goes 6 innings with 3 earned runs. Hunter gets the win with the 1 inning, and Smokey gets her 5th save with an inning and 2/3. Keller goes 7 1/3 with 3 earned runs and 10 strikeouts. Bolt gets the loss, giving up 1 unearned, and Pozo goes 3rd. Player of the game is Barry Keller. Last but not least, Vandals beat the Sloths 5-3. Looking at Vancouver, get 3 RBIs from Gladiator, so 2 must have been not batted in as they scored 5. San Antonio, RBI from Brinkley, 2 from Kelly, and it's just not enough to beat the Vandals as the line goes 6 1/3, 3 earned runs. Wokenfuss gets their first save. Young gets their 7th loss. They go 5 innings and no earned runs. But 5 unearned runs. That's it's pretty bad. Dolomite goes an inning. Von Adler with 2. Brother throws 4 pitches, and Hill goes an inning. Looking here, player of the game though is Gladiator with 3 RBIs. Let's check for minors just in case. Looking here, Kingston tied with the Mounties now. Yeah, okay, ignore that. Mounties tied with the Dynamos at 47 and 46. I can't speak English apparently. Extra innings with scoring 4 in the bottom of the 11th to win 11-7. Good here, a catcher Keister went 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and 2 walks. Trying to look here. Kingston won the game in the bottom of the 11th inning with 2 outs. Captain Crunch on the mound. Rapid Eagle hit a dramatic grand slam home run to end the game. That's a brand new player with the grand slam. Hold on. Power 51. That doesn't look right. Give me 1 second. I want to check that because that looks kind of weird. I'm hoping I didn't make a mistake somewhere. Oh no, their power is at 50. Okay, never mind. Anyway, back to the game. Looking at Dallas, we get an RBI from Sessions on 3 for 5. 3 RBIs from Vincent, 2 RBIs from Pond, and an RBI from Lyman. Kingston, 2 RBIs from Slithery Sneck. Litteris goes 3 for 5. Gibbles, 2 RBIs. They go 3 for 5. It looks like they also got another home run as well to add on to their new record. 4 RBIs for Eagle on the Grand Slam. And 3 RBIs from Keister. Pitching, Dallas Arcades goes 6 1/3 with 3 earned runs. Santo throws 1 2/3. Moon gives up 4 earned runs. LeBlanc gets the loss, giving up a run in 1 2/3, and Crunch gives up 3 earned runs. Torski 5 1/3, 5 earned runs. Tommy John 1 2/3, 2 earned runs. Throwing Bro goes an inning. Washington goes an inning, and Rulo gets the win. 2 innings, no earned runs. Player of the game is Alexander Keister. Looking here, Dillos beat the Swift Steeds 3-1. No RBIs for State College. Dillos 2 for 4 from Tomato. RBIs from LeClaire and Capel. Pitching, Good goes 5 innings, 3 earned runs, gets the loss for Swift Steeds. Florida Man goes an inning, Fope goes an inning, and Thorne go an inning. Dillos, Johns goes 7 innings, 1 earned run, and Maximovich the second gets their 10th save with a 2-inning, 1-hit performance. Player of the game is Noah Johns. Alright. And last but not least, Hepcats beat the Wheelers 4-0. Looking here, no RBIs for the Wheelers. Strobel goes 2 for 3. Hepcats, we get an RBI from Fitted, 3 from Sampson. Pitching, Trevino goes 6 2/3 with 4 earned runs, and Strap goes 1 1/3 with no earned runs. Baxter 7 1/3, no earned runs for the Hepcats, and Chickons goes 1 2/3 with no earned runs as well. Player of the game is Tom Sampson. Sampson. Let me look at the standings real quick, just to have a quick check. Looking here right now, Hepcats are locked in for that first round bye, it appears so far. Mountie is tied with the Dynamos for that second spot / third spot, and Wheelers a game behind third for fourth place. We'll jump over to that right now. Looking here. Looks like Crabs clinched their division as far as I understand. So they'll get their first round bye in, as I understand it. I think that's how it works. Vandals, half a game over Death Valley still. Utah is 2.5 games behind the Sloths. Toros are eliminated, as well as Outer Banks, and of course the Stars. So Utah and Sloths are still kind of duking it out. Florida, I don't think they really have a chance to... They're not eliminated yet, but I don't think they have a chance to get 6th unless I'm misunderstanding. I think Utah would... Actually, no, wait, it's... I forgot how it goes, right? It's top 2 division and then 4 wild cards. I'm not sure what's what, but I don't think Florida is going to get in, but I'm not sure. Florida can make it. 3 games out with 6 games. Okay. Right. Oh, right, because Voyagers are only a few games ahead. Gotcha. Okay. We have... Today is the 12th. We have Nashville versus Florida, which is just a regular game. Yeah, not losing to Nashville would help. Top 1 per division in 4 wild card. I thought, okay, I don't know, because people always say conflicting things, so I never know. Anyway. You clinched a bye and a first round home field advantage. Yeah, I believe so, TOK. Ooh, Gonzalez rips that one high and deep. That one is into the monitor in the outfield, apparently. 439 feet. Ooh, Bortolo gets hit by the ball, so he'll take his base. And DeMars will pop out to right field. So that's 1 out. Crowley does the same. 2 outs now. And Hilmer will strike out. Alpert grounds out. LaFave, blah, blah, blah. Gets a walk. Evans lines out to second. And Macanocci rips that one. That'll drop in front of the center fielder. That's going to score a run, it looks like, with the RBI double. Ties the game up at 1 apiece. Ooh, and Mississippi will just The ball just randomly teleported from the grass to the shortstop. But the runner was there before. Doesn't matter though, as Bolt grounds out. Shake it off with a pop-up. Bowman drops that into left field for a single. Ooh. Thrown out at first. Just barely not in time. Still 1-1 here. As Fox will ground out. Bong up to bat. Grounds out to the same spot. And Love will watch the ball. Macarian grounds out to the pitcher. Oh no. Gonzalez grounds out to the pitcher. Borthwell gets a single. And that is out of here by DeMars. 2-run shot. Make it 3-1. What fake team do you root for? Atléticos. Me gustan Atléticos. Evans grounds out to the pitcher, and that's going to be the end of the top of the fourth. Still Florida in the lead still, 4-1. As Quick will get hit by the ball. And that one is just barely out of here. Hank with a 2-run shot. Make it 6-1. Space Rangers trying desperately to not lose their chance of a playoff spot. As Gonzalez rips that into right field for a single. Borthwell grounds to the fielder's choice. Le doy mi corazón a Matt Chapman. I have no idea what that means, but I see Matt Chapman, so I have to agree. Sippy will strike out.
Boys not allowed. Boys not allowed. Boys not allowed.
What the hell is this?
Get the fuck out, boys. Boys not allowed. But I want to be in it. I want to be in that
Bong
girls'
will
club.
pop out here, but Nashville does score a
That
run.
girl club. I gotta be in that girl club. Yeah, someone let me on into the motherfucking girls club. I just wanna do my hair. Hey, I just wanna do my makeup.
Now you're speaking in Russian.
girls club. Won't you let me in? Won't you let me in? Won't you let me be
Love
a
strikes
part of
out.
this
Alpin
thing,
rips
baby?
that one all the way to the wall. He's gonna go for 2. Does he go for 3? No, he stops a second.
You're not allowed, Gary.
Why?
Ooh, that's gonna be a double play.
It's a girls club, Gary. What's the password?
What's the password?
No!
Ik geef mijn hart aan Chapman. I don't know what that even means.
Jesus.
There aren't a bunch of people having sex in
Ooh,
there?
swinging strike 3. That's rough.
Hey, it's none of your concern.
Diving catch there.
People having sex in there?
Gets Borthwell out.
Gary?
You give your heart to Matt Chapman.
Strike 3, you're out.
Oh, they're definitely having sex. Oh yeah, they're having sex. Oh, I can tell, I can hear it, yo, they're having sex. And I just know it, I can feel it, yo, they're having sex.
What the fuck is this song? Yeah, no. I'm good.
I'm trying to put you in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than your church shoes. Really point to just to hurt you.
That's gonna drop for a single from DeMars. Crowley. It's the fielder's choice, but he's on first. The Bong's gonna get on first. Love up to bat. He'll pop out to the left fielder. You guys like Star Wars? No, what the fuck is Star Wars? Can I spam my A's propaganda? I mean, I don't think anybody's stopping you. I'm too old for Disney movies. You don't say, Colby. Also, what they need a centerpiece. 20 Rex, a table cut from ebony. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces. Did she clean it with her face? Man, I'm a babe. Makinochi now strikes out. 2 outs here. This Cowher's trying to secure the win. Sippy grounds out, and that's out number 3. Look what you done. Rangers beat the Stars 6-2. Fox with an RBI, Makinochi with an RBI from Nashville. Florida, RBI from Gonzalez, 2 from DeMars, RBI from Gatoff, and Hank with 2 RBIs. Alex Bregman is a Sith. Oof. I like our third baseman better. Oof. Arian with their 20th loss of the season. 5 innings pitched, 6 earned runs. Potato, 1 inning, no earned runs, and Hunter with 2 innings, no earned runs. That's got to be a record, isn't it? Or is the record like 21 losses? I don't. Whatever it is, Arian's got to be close. Nutt goes 6 1/3 with 2 earned runs. Taylor 1 2/3 with no earned runs. And Cowers goes an inning with no earned runs. Player of the game. Nope, nothing at the bottom saying so. Player of the game is Buster Nutt. Record is 21. He might tie it if he has another start left in him. We'll have to see. Player of the game, of course, Buster Nutt. Crabs beat the Voyagers. Or no, I misread that. Voyagers beat the Crabs 5-1. Looking here, we get an RBI from Blaze for the Crabs, and that's all they're able to muster. As Turner gets 3 RBIs for New York. Piazza with an RBI and Menard as well. Stalin goes 4 innings, gives up 5. 43, Yoshida, Komarov, Delabar, all combined for a couple of innings with no earned runs. New York, O'Sullivan gets the 7th win, 6 2/3, 1 earned run. Pizza with a inning, no earned runs, and same for Winchester. Player of the game is Cillian O'Sullivan. Death Valley beats the Aviators 3-0 on a 1-hitter, it appears. Look at here. Nothing much going on for OBX. We get an RBI from Dong and 2 from DiStefano for Death Valley. Pitching, Pat goes 8 innings, 3 earned runs. Gets the loss though. 15th of the season. Death Valley, Harry Styles goes 8 1/3 with 1 hit and 13 strikeouts. Gets their 14th win. And Balkan with their 11th save. Player of the game is Harry Styles. Railroaders beat the Toros 4-2. Toros try to claw back in the 9th, but it's not enough. As we get 2 RBIs from Barnes and 2 RBIs from Thomas for Utah. Cancun, we get 2 RBIs from McBash on 3 for 4. Pitching, Windsor goes 8 innings, 2 earned runs, and Livingston goes an inning with no earned runs. Gets the save. McQueen goes 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Puar with an earned run, Side with an earned run, and Vasov goes 2/3 of an inning. The prime time is about 5 a.m. on a nice summer day, just as the sun crests the horizon. See, that's usually when I go to sleep during the summer, so I can't really speak on it. Player of the game is JJ Windsor. Vandals shellac the Sloths 11-0. Looking here, we get 3 RBIs from Times, 2 from Harrison, RBI from Rove, Benson with 2 RBIs, Lamar with 2 RBIs, and an RBI from Chris King. 5 more wins to match your best record with 5 games left. Well, we'll have to see. San Antonio does not get a single RBI. McConnell, 9 innings, no earned runs, only 4 hits. San Antonio, Rose goes 4 innings with 5 earned runs. Pooper gives up 5 unearned. Dolomite with an inning and a third. Brothers with 2 innings. And O'Sullivan with 2/3 of an inning. Is that Julian O'Sullivan pitched 2/3 of an inning and only gave up 1 walk? That's something right there. As a player of the game is Haley McConnell. Wheelers beat the Hepcats 10-6 here. Trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Looking at the Wheelers, get 3 RBIs from Gold, 3 from Orem on 3 for 5, an RBI from Chimp Dazoo, Sidorov with an RBI, and Chaisambom with an RBI. Hepcats RBI from Finn Reese, as well as Stevenson fitted, 2 RBIs from Stevens, and an RBI from Iso. Pitching, Otter goes 7 innings, 2 earned runs. Pitching goes a third with 4 earned runs, and White gets the save. 1 2/3, no earned runs. Ben Cotton goes 5 innings, 8 earned runs, and Destiny goes 4 innings, 2 earned runs. Player of the game is Phineas Gold. Looking here, Swift Seeds beat the Dillos 3-1. They're still in the race, it looks like. 2 RBIs from Red Arrow, RBI from Antilles. Dillos, we get an RBI from Khan on 3 for 4, and that's all they're able to put up. Pitching, Slepian goes 6 1/3 with 1 earned run. Phobe with the hold in an inning, and Tito gets the 8th save of the season. Walker Cato, 6 innings, 3 earned runs. Watson with an inning, no earned runs, and Maximovich goes 2 innings. Player of the game is Noah Slepian. Mounties get the walk-off in the bottom of the 9th. Beat the Dynamos to take a 1-game lead, 5-3. Looking here again, Rapid Eagle with another walk-off. A 2-run home run. Looking like a really good pickup so far. Dynamo's get an RBI from Halen as well as an RBI from Camden. Rogers going 4 for 4. Kingston, we get RBI from Carter. Miyazaki goes 2 for 4, and 2 RBIs from Eagle as well as an RBI from Keister. Pitching, Johnson goes 6 1/3 with 1 earned run. Turner 2/3, no earned runs, and Crunch gets the loss, giving up 2 earned runs in 1 inning. Murphy Jr. 5 1/3, 2 earned runs. McQuack goes 2/3 of an inning. Rulo goes 2 innings, and Washington gets their 4th win, going inning with no earned runs. Player of the game is Jeffrey Murphy Jr. Take another look at the standings real quick. You can hear Hepcat still in the lead. Wheelers are so like Mounties would be 2nd. Wheelers are tied with the Dynamos for 3rd, and State College is a game back of what would be 4th, I believe. Or they are 4th. I'm not sure how it works. I think they're technically 5th right now, but would be a game back of what would be 4th or 3rd. I don't know. All minors teams except the Dillos could, but they'd have to really run the table. Mounties, please keep winning. Yes, I agree with you. Anyway, another look here. Florida still in it. 3 games back of the Voyagers. Vandals still with the half-game lead over the Scorpions, and they do not play each other again, I believe. You can hear Sloths with a 1.5 game lead on the Railroaders still. And yeah, that's the only real chases there are right now. And next we have Vancouver versus SAS. No Lindor slander allowed. Lindor bad. Looks like runners on the corners here for the Vandals. And the double play here keeps them from scoring. What I'll say about Lindor is I still think that Simeon's a better player. Yep. I mean, I find it funny how Simeon doesn't win the Gold Glove despite being an MVP candidate and Lindor wasn't. What date is it in game? Today is the 13th of October in game. Hendricks Lamar hits the solo shot for a 1-0 lead. Gladiator drops that in the center. It's going to be runners on 1st and 2nd. McMuffin up the bat. He's going to diving catch by the center fielder, saves the run. His time's going to bat, and they'll line out to right field. It's just 1 run for Vancouver, but that's it. Why watch baseball? Wilson chops that into right field for a single, which should be negated by a double play there, and it is. Rove will strike out. Bets it up to bat. Drops it in front of the pitcher. Will throw him out. Still a 1-0 game. Yeah. Yeah, College of Seth, but you gotta watch out for the Gibble's killing machine, cause it takes no prisoners. Lindor career WAR is 10 whole ass points higher. Wow, it's almost like WAR is a cumulative thing. Lindor is far more fun to watch. Have you ever watched Marcus Semien? I'm just saying. As Johnny Times scores a 2-run double there. Oh, now 4-0. I find it hard to believe that you can say that Semien's not fun to watch. He's an elite defender, and he's been learning how to hit the ball better than he ever has. Less years, higher WAR seems like a better thing. I mean, I guess. Has had a WAR over 3.8 once. Yeah. A 7.6 WAR or something like that. I mean, you gotta think too, he didn't have good teams. And, I mean, good teams aren't everything for your WAR, but if you have, like, no production, it kind of sucks. I'm just saying, why isn't Semien... So Semien got into the MVP debate because of his defense and doesn't get the Gold Glove despite getting an MVP vote for defense. So Sloth scored two runs, by the way, earlier. Well, I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, yeah. This Nashville series is supposed to be an advantage. Oof. Drag needs a walk. Never said I'm sleeping on the A's. They're a very good team. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing I want to laugh at is everybody thinks that the Angels are going to be so good and don't realize the Angels are still the third best team in the AL West. That's more about being slept on. Might not even be third. Yeah. Depends how Texas always does good, even now. Tigers being... Oh no, I don't think anybody's sleeping on the Tigers. We all know that they've been building really well. They just need time. The addition of... We don't even know if they're gonna have Jock, though. Isn't that whole trade, like, in jeopardy? Oh, the Tigers aren't winning a World Series. Now, don't need to be ridiculous. Like, the Tigers have good players, and they have, like, good prospects, but you can't just go from a 54 or whatever win season and say we're going to win the World Series without making some pretty drastic changes. And I haven't seen much coming out of the Tigers lately. Or it might have been even less, I don't know, but it doesn't happen. Teams don't go from 100 lost seasons to all of a sudden winning a World Series. Ugh, Kelly hits a home run there, makes it 5-4. That one just barely inside, and that's caught. Still 5-4 here. Vandals' last chance to try to pad their lead. McMuffin's gonna ground out. Times a strikeout. Harrison will ground out to second. Last chance here for the Sloths, as Wilson will pop out for the first out. Bobby McDonald rips that one into right field for a single. And Scott Poe will strike out. Sandberg will watch the ball as the Vandals will storm the field, taking the win 5-4. Here, Vandals beat the Sloths 5-4. 2 RBIs from Times. What do you mean 4-for-4? This isn't a primetime if this is what you're saying. We've only had 3 primetimes. No. This is only the 13th. Primetime is the 15th. 2 RBIs from Times, RBI from Harrison on 3-for-5, RBI from Lamar. King goes 3-for-4, and Gladiator with an RBI. No, it is not this one. No, I'm pitching. I'm pretty sure I'm pitching Primetime if I see this correctly. So you might be out of luck there. Because you know me, I'm not a great pitcher. Kelly with an RBI, Wilson with 2 RBIs, Sandberg with an RBI. Lomu 5 2/3, 2 earned runs. Ripspot with the earned run, and Kidd with the save, 2 innings, 1 earned run. Manbro goes 5 innings, 5 earned runs. Pooper with an inning, Von Adler with 2 2/3, and Dolomite with a third. Player of the game is Brent Lomu. I mean, I've jumped up half a run in my last 3 games, Bren, so I think I can be a little bit annoyed. I've given up like 6 and then had a 5-inning game and then gave up 6 more. Crabs beat the Voyagers 6-5 on, well, looks like they scored in the top of the 10th to win. 3 RBIs from Bellinger, 2 from Small, and RBI from Blaze. Leafer, didn't I lose to you? I mean, you want to talk about luck. Johnson with an RBI on 3-for-5. RBI from Turner. Piazza with 2 RBIs. Rivers with an RBI. Yeah, I did. Pretty sure. Anyways, Pearson goes 5 innings, 5 earned runs. Yoshida goes 1 2/3, no earned runs. Komarov with 2/3, no earned runs. Same for 43. Handel with the win goes an inning, and Delabar with the save goes an inning. Thought it was the Vandals' 4th pitcher. No, it was me. Gave up 6 runs. Sievert, 6 innings, 5 earned runs. Winchester, 2 innings, no earned runs. Same for Morgan with an inning, and Randall gets the loss. 1 earned run in 1 inning. Player of the game is Kyle Bellinger. Yo, this is like some Disney type music. I swear. Scorpions beat the Aviators 9-1. Here we get RBI from Gaines for Outer Banks. Meanwhile, Death Valley, Don goes 4 for 5 with an RBI. RBI for last name, RBI for Catone, RBI for Sim. Bogart with 4 RBIs. Tchaikovsky, T from Nutcracker. True. McIntyre, 12th loss, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Okonomi gives up 3. Gustafsson gives up 3. Davies goes an inning. Guy Walker, 6 2/3, 1 earned run, 12 strikeouts. Somehow is like snuck into being the best pitcher in the league again. Wow. And Balkan with the 12th save goes 2 innings. Player of the game is Guy Walker. Didi Alessio was ejected in the 6th for arguing a strike call. And I can hear Stars beat the Rangers 6-4. You hate to see it. 3 RBIs from Bong, 4 for 5 RBI from Alpin, RBI from Sippy, and RBI from Mekanucci. Florida, we get 4 RBIs from Crowley, but it's not enough. Pitching, Fox goes 8 innings, 4 earned runs. Potato gets the hold. Smokey with the 6th save. Kai goes 5 innings, 5 earned runs. Jimbo 1 1/3, no earned runs. Pozo goes 2/3. Bolt gives up a run, and Taylor goes 2/3 of an inning. Player of the game is Crowley. Rio Roaders beat the Toros 8-2. 2 RBIs for Grins, RBI for Jax, 3 for Bauer, 2 for Barnes. RBI for Bash, RBI for Andrews. Cannon goes 6 1/3, 2 earned runs. Dupree goes 2 2/3, no earned runs. Vargas 6 innings, 5 earned runs. Poir with an inning, 2 earned runs. Hustle gives up a run. Slide goes 2/3, and Tarbington goes an inning. Still no earned runs with their ERA down to .37. Player of the game is Hans Kanon. Dillos trying to make things interesting in an extra inning game. Beat the Swift Steeds 9-8. RBI for Reeves. 5 RBIs from Leclerc on 4 for 6. RBI from Kim and 2 from Cross. Swift Steeds RBI from Foster, 4 from Phalange, or yeah, something like that. Winston with an RBI. Reeves with 2 RBIs. Frukian 4 2/3, 8 earned runs. Mr. 170, 3 innings, no earned runs. Stevens with 2 innings, and Watson gets the win, 2 innings, no earned runs. Boogie 5 1/3, 3 earned runs. Florida Man goes an inning with 2. Same for Thorne. T2 goes 3 innings with an earned run, and Blank Space gets a loss with an earned run. And player of the game is Matthew Leclerc. Hepcats beat the Wheelers 4-3 in extra innings. RBI for Finn Reese on 3 for 5. 2 RBIs for McGrath, and an RBI for Sasaki. 2 RBIs for Dowd for the Wheelers. RBI for Michaels. Pitching, Fire East goes 5 2/3, 3 earned runs. Madison goes 1 1/3 with no earned runs. Shikansen 2 innings, no earned hits, gets the win. Cucumber with a save in an inning. Dugan goes 6 1/3, 2 earned runs. Walter White gets a blown save. The 11th of the season? Wow. 2 innings, 1 earned run. And Cummings gets the loss, 1 2/3 with an earned run. Player of the game is Lunchbox McGrath. And Dynamo's... What the fuck? Are you serious? Okay, game. I guess that's realistic. Dynamos score 8 runs in the 9th inning to win 9-7 and tie up the game. Sure. Kingston gets an RBI from Gibbles, RBI from Bonanza, RBI from Miyazaki. Eagle goes 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs. And 2 RBIs from Lerone, RBI from Halen, RBI from Camden. Sessions with 3 RBIs and Pond with 2 RBIs. Corcoran goes 6 1/3, 1 earned run. McQuack goes 1 2/3, 3 earned runs. Tommy John gets a loss, goes 2/3 of the inning with 4 earned runs, despite having a 3.4 ERA, sure. And Dude goes 1 earned run with no outs and a blown save. Silva goes 5 innings with 4 earned runs. Santo goes 2 1/3, 2 earned runs, and Bravo goes 1 2/3, 1 earned run. And you can hear player of the game is Rapid Eagle despite losing. That's pretty rough game. That's kind of crappy. Not gonna lie. Anyway, looking here, Kansas City has clinched a spot, it appears. What are you talking about, salty? My team literally had an 8-run comeback against us. I can be a little bit salty. Alright, Hoppy? I can be a little bit salty about that. Anyway, Wheelers are a game behind the Dynamos I guess Mounties are technically ahead of the Dynamos, according to this. I'm not sure what the tiebreakers would be. So, right now it would be Mounties, Dynamos, and Hepcats in the playoffs. Wheelers are a game back, and the Swift Seeds are a game back of the Wheelers. So everything's a little bit close. Still the same 3 teams so far. We'll see where things go. Checking again one more time. Florida 3 games back behind the Voyagers still half a game for Death Valley. And Utah is half a game back of the Sloths. I think we have a minor league quick sim tomorrow. We do. Here we got the Mounties versus the Dynamos, and Mounties get their revenge, winning 11-8 here on a 30-hit game. Looking here, we get 2 RBIs from Litteris. Gibbles gets another home run, gets 3 RBIs on 3 for 5. Bonanza with 2 RBIs. RBI for Carter, 2 RBIs for Holden a fart. Meanwhile, the Dynamos, Hepcats clinch a bye with 1 more win or losses from. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so Dallas losing. So is that before this or after this game? Either way, I'll check. Lerone with an RBI, 2 from Dan Halen, RBI from Sessions, Rogers, Johnson, Pond, and Lyman with RBIs before. Okay, so Dallas losing means Hepcats clinch the bye. Okay, gotcha. Buckley gets the win, goes 5 innings, 5 earned runs. Well, Hepcats win, secures bye. So either way, I think. Bro, 30 earned runs and 2/3 of an inning. Washington gets a save, and Duke goes 2 1/3. Rune 3 and a third with 4 earned runs. Turner goes an inning with 4 earned runs. Bravo 2 innings, no earned runs. Santo 1 2/3, and Moon goes an inning. Kingston can still catch them. Say it ain't so. Player of the game is Bob Gibbles. Dillos versus the Swift Steeds. And Swift Steeds beat the Dillos 10-1. RBI from Tomato here for the Dillos is it. Swift Steeds, we get 4 RBIs from Arrow, 2 RBIs from Reeves, 3 RBIs from Unoriginal Name, and an RBI from Rotor Wash. Johns goes 2 1/3 with 5 earned runs. Spirit of Adele goes 3 innings with an earned run. Geese goes 2 innings with 4 earned runs. And 170 goes 2/3. Montgomery goes 6 1/3, 1 earned run for the Swift Steeds. And Conenos goes 2 1/3, no earned runs. And player of the game is Red Arrow. We have Hepcats versus the Wheelers next. And the Wheelers beat the Hepcats 5-3, keeping it interesting. Looking here. We get an RBI on 3 for 4 from Stevens, 2 RBIs from ASO, 2 RBIs from Dazoo, RBI from Turtle, RBI from Sidoroff, and from Michaels. When you give up 8 runs in the 9th. Okay. Joden goes 3 1/3, 5 earned runs. Oh. Wait, no, is that the song I'm thinking of? I don't even know. 3 1/3, 5 earned runs from Joden, 4 innings, no earned runs from Destiny. Cucumber goes 2 1/3. No, that's a different song now that I think about it. I don't know what that song is. 7 1/3, 3 earned runs from Daring, 2/3 of an inning from Smith, and Cummings gets the 1 inning save. Player of the game is Tomato Turtle. So looking here, as he said, Dynamos and the Wheelers. It looks like the Dynamos are technically still ahead for third, but they are tied with the Wheelers, so interesting to see where that goes. Mounties a game ahead of the Dynamos and the Wheelers, and 4 games back of the Hepcats. I don't think it's a game 101. I think it's just, I thought it had to do with, like, record or something against each other. I don't know. Anyway. I want to go back to scores, please. Thank you. And we have Primetime run differential. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Right, so we have Primetime number 4, Nashville versus Vancouver. And it's a complete advantage for the Vandals, but we've seen how that works out before, so who knows? This is Fox strikes out. Bong rips that one down the line for a single, as he always does against me. Love with a single as well. Now he's going to try to stretch it out into a double, and he does. Runner's going to go for it, and the fielder just doesn't throw the ball. Okay, thanks, game. Alpin rips that down the line, and Nashville scores a run. Harrison with a single. Benson is not going to drop. It does. Runners on first and second. And Lamar will walk. Bases juiced here with 2 outs. And Crunkleton pops out. LaFave will pop out. Evans with a single. And a fielder's choice there. A Sippy with the pop up to center field. What's going on? Ground out by King. Gladiator with a line out to center. And McMuffin will strike out. I have almost a 6 ERA in October. Yikes. Just noticed that. Bong rips that one to the third baseman. It throws him out. Oh my God, do I pray, praise all day. Ooh, to the wall. That might be a double. And it is for Harrison. Rove now up to bat. And he'll ground out to the third baseman for out number 2. And Benson will ground out. And that's going to go past the second baseman for another single. And that's going to drop. Please, game, don't do this. LaFave strikes out. Evans. It's the pop-up. Runner should probably tag up, and they will. Throws not in time. 2-0 now. Makinouchi will ground out to the second baseman. Lamar here grounds that one into left field. Ooh, fielder's choice there. Gladiator will ground out to the shortstop. And Vandals still scoreless. Because what would run support be? As Sippy drops that one for another single. And Bolt with a walk. And that one into the gap. That's going to score 2 because... yeah. And that's 1 out. That's going to be 2 outs. Yeah, my ERA's gone up 0.7 since Thursday. Well, more like 0.6, but close enough. Like 0.62 or something. Is that 3.1? Benson grounds out. Vandals still scoreless. Elliott will strike out. And yet another single from Nashville. So Makinouchi will pop out. And that's a pop-up. Should be caught by the right fielder, and it is. That one barely over the head of the center fielder for a double. Down the line for King. That should score 2. He's going to go for a double, and he'll get there in time. 2 runs here for the Vandals finally. Gladiator up to bat, and he'll strike out. And high fly ball should be playable though, and it is. Runner goes to third, and times will pop out. Yeah, that's true. More than anything, I'm just worried about the record now. And Teps. Because, I don't know. Just hoping that me having a bad October doesn't mess up the team at all. If I could bench myself, I could. Or I would. So I'm just not helping out at all right now. Lamar will get on base with a walk. Shortstop for a single. 2 runners on. Make that bases loaded here. Oh my God, game, can you get any louder? Bases loaded with no outs turns into bases loaded with 2 outs and a ground out here, as the Vandals don't score despite having bases loaded multiple times. Yes, it does, dog, but you know, it's sim luck, you know. It's half a game difference, Leifer. Vandals trying to make something happen here. 1 out with 2 on. And Lamar pops out. That'll make it 2 outs. Crunkleton up to bat now. That ball will pass. Runners advance. And Crunkleton straight to the shortstop. And Vandals lose. Stars beat the Vandals 4-2. 2 RBIs from Fox, RBI from Love, and an RBI from Evans. Could the Chris King run support? Yeah, I know you tried your best. But looking here, get 2 RBIs from Fox and RBI from Love, RBI from Evans for Nashville, 2 RBIs from King, and 3 walks for Lamar, but that's not enough to make a difference. two earned runs from Hunter here. Ols goes 5 with no earned runs. Smokey got 2/3 of an inning. Yamauchi goes a third, and Wilensky goes 2 innings, no earned runs with the save. Dawson goes 6 innings, gives up 4 runs, gets their 5th loss. Oakenfuss goes 1 1/3, no earned runs. And Kidd goes 1 2/3, no earned runs. Player of the game is Tyler Oles, because a 23 overall pitcher should beat an 80 overall pitcher. Voyagers over the Railroaders 2-1. 2 RBIs from Stormford, New York. It looks like the difference here. Utah gets an RBI from Grins, and that's about it. Slothface goes 8 innings, 1 earned run. Morgan with their 23rd save. Fairborn goes 7 innings with 2 earned runs. And Livingston 2 innings, no earned runs. Player of the game is Joey Slothface. Crabs beat the Rangers 4-3. 2 RBIs from Hilmer, RBI from Quick, 2 RBIs from Morimura on 5 for 5. Small with an RBI and Springfield with an RBI. Jabs goes 7 innings, 1 earned run. Bolt goes a third of an inning, 1 earned run, and Cowers gets a loss and a blown save with 2 earned runs. Peyton goes 5 innings with 3 earned runs for the Crabs. Komarov with a third. Delabar goes an inning. Yoshida with an inning, and Handel gets the win with a 1 inning game. Player of the game, Dorothy Morimura, who ties the regular season record for hits with 5 for the Crabs. Death Valley beats the Sloths 10-3. 2 RBIs for Dragon, an RBI from Meridian. Death Valley gets 3 RBIs from Dong, an RBI from Catone, 2 for Sim, 2 for Bogarts, 2 for Gold. Flowers goes 4 2/3, 8 earned runs. Pooper goes 2 innings, no earned runs. Brother goes 1 1/3 with 2 earned runs. Death Valley, Barker goes 7 1/3, 2 earned runs, and Lung goes 1 2/3, no earned runs. Player of the game is Jimmy Dong. And we have San Antonio versus DV for primetime number 5. Alrighty. Can't wait to see Vandals score 10 runs now that I'm not pitching. As Brinkley hits a triple, Sullivan will walk. Sloths score a run here, and that's a fielder's choice for the first out. Runners on the corners here with 2 runs scored so far. Oh, would you look at that? 5 runs already. Neat. This is primetime 5, McDavitt. Speaking of getting dunked on, shit, Wiggins' first game is tonight, and it starts in like 20 minutes. $5:30 PST. Damn, I'm gonna miss it. I guess I'll have to watch it later. Catone gets on base with the walk. Pass ball. Runners on second and third. Make that bases loaded with 2 outs. Cheering for the Lakers is tough. I want to cheer for Kobe, but then the Lakers fans are annoying as fuck. See, well, I get to hate the Lakers because I'm a Warriors fan. Which I already said, but you know what I mean. By the way, that's a Dolomite walking in a run here. Make it 5-2 now. And Gold will drop that in. That should score 2 more. 3 more as the runner from third goes around. Warriors fan since 14? No, I've been watching the Warriors since about 2007, 2008. Ooh, is that a 2-run shot? It is by Speedy Boy. Make it 10-2. No, I started watching the Warriors around when we had Monte Ellis. And I thought he was gonna be big shit, and then he wasn't. Can't stand most Warriors fans. See, I'm only an annoying Warriors fan when it comes to the playoffs. Especially because so many people in our league are Raptors fans. That was kind of annoying. But shit happens. I mean, you know, most playoff teams have multiple All-Stars get hurt at the same time, you know? Kelly with an RBI, Euchre with an RBI. Valley, 2 RBIs for Speedy Boy, RBI from DiStefano, Bogart with 1, and David and Gold at the bottom of the lineup, both getting 3 each. When was the last time the Kings made the playoffs? Wasn't it against the Lakers? I think. I don't remember. Young goes 5 2/3 with 3 earned runs. Brother goes a third. Van Adler gives up 1 earned run and 1 2/3. And Dolomite gives up 5 earned runs with no outs, it appears. Pooper with an earned run. Burnington 7 innings, no earned runs. Balkan 1 1/3. And Chambers goes 2/3. Player of the game is Frederick Burnington. Railroaders beat the Voyagers 7-5. RBI from Turner, RBI from Piazza, 2 from Rivers. Looking here, 4 RBIs for Jax, RBI for Bauer, RBI for Fullman, and an RBI for Thomas. Choke goes 3 1/3, 6 earned runs, 2 1/3 with an earned run. Thursday and Winchester combined for a couple innings, no earned runs. Bergen 5 2/3, 2 earned runs, 11 strikeouts. Spitz goes a third with no earned runs, and Livingston gets their 13th save, 2 innings, no hits. And player of the game is JD Jax. Toros beat the Aviators 5-1. Crossland with an RBI, Tentacion with 2, Andrews with an RBI, Sider with an RBI. Outer Banks, D'Alessio gets an RBI, and that's it. Cancun, Spruce goes 7 2/3 with an earned run. Puar gets their first save. Wooloo goes 6 innings, 4 earned runs. Rose goes 1 2/3 with an earned run. Gustafsson goes a third, and Johnson goes an inning. Player of the game is Andy Spruce. Rangers beat the Crabs 6-4. A little bit too late, but They tried. DeMars with an RBI, Crowley with 2 RBIs, Bowman with an RBI, and Hank with 2 RBIs. Krabs get an RBI from Morimura, 2 from Springfield, an RBI from Chickens. Keller goes 6 in the third with 3 earned runs. Poza gets a win and a blown save, giving up a run. Bulk gets a 1-inning hold, and Cowers gets their 15th save. Striker 6 in the third, 4 earned runs. 43 with a loss and an earned run. Komarov with an earned run, and Delabar goes 2/3. Player of the game is Barry Keller. Alrighty. Vandals win 7-0. Nashville no RBIs. The Fave goes 2 for 4. Vancouver, RBI from Harrison, RBI from Benson, 4 from Crunkleton on 3 for 3, and 3 for 4 for Gladiator. Pitching, Collins gets their 20th loss. It looks like 5 innings, 5 earned runs. Valencia goes 2/3 with no earned runs. Potato with an earned run, and Smokey with an earned run. Hunter goes 2/3. Line goes 7 1/3, no earned runs, 12 strikeouts, below 3 ERA, and Ripspot goes 1 2/3. Player of the game is Crunkleton. No minors. Next we have Cancun versus OBX. Oh, I probably should have checked that person, man. I don't know. Nobody was really calling out any games to watch. Oh, right, yeah. Isn't this Banks' last game? I'll watch the minor league games. Just gotta wait a little bit. And looks like Cancun will score a run. Any other retirees who will miss playoffs? Who else is retiring? De Niro's gonna make it. De Niro is in playoffs. Cannon 2. Right. Corpse of Barnes and Livingston are in. Yeah, Benson's in. Don't know who else. Well, Benson's not recreating either. Ooh, drop ball there. Fielder will get on base. Crowley didn't retire, right. Drowning in the night. Yeah, Crowley retired and then unretired because RNG or something. No, not RNG. I forgot. I didn't know it was something about career sucked. Something like that. Cancun here up 3-0 now. As Gaines breaks up a no-hitter, only threw 2, but still noticeable. Dude, never followed my build advice and use a right-handed batter in a left-handed batter-friendly park. I don't know, Colby. I mean, even if you build for the right things, it doesn't really always work out. I mean, I'm built for lefties, and I still give up. I have worse numbers against lefties than righties. Yeah, luck is still a thing. I'm just saying. Cause like my average versus righties is like 215, but my average versus lefties is 260. I'm just giving an example, dude. Chill out. There's nothing he could do to get right, Colby. I mean, I feel like that's a thing for a lot of us, though. It's like, when you're doing bad, you want to get better, and then even when you do get better, you still feel like you're doing bad. At least that's how I look at it sometimes. As Von Mack gets a home run. He has a very even build, but can't hit right-handed pitchers. Go away, Facebook. .70 ERA with a 2.6 WAR. Why am I dropping 4 frames? Stop it. There we go. Ooh. So Fielder scores. And it looks like OBX takes the lead here, 4-3. No, it's like, it's not even any news. It's just, like, friend suggestions, and I don't know these people. I have like 30 friends on Facebook, but they want to suggest me like all my friends' and I don't know you. Literally the only reason I use Facebook is to look at community stuff, because there's like a town group or whatever for my town, and that's about it. Gotten aggressive with unnecessary notifications. Yeah. I mean, if you found my Facebook page, it'd be a little bit creepy. Not gonna lie. Probably wouldn't be that hard. I'm sure my name is out there somewhere. In this league. At least. Dinkelberg is gonna get on base with a walk. I have close to about 400 friends on Facebook. Yeah, I can't do that, Leafer. I had like, okay, why, I'm dropping bad frames here. Still 6-3. Hey, what was I saying? Yeah, I had like 120 friends on Facebook, and it just felt like too much, so I just dropped it down to like 30 or 40. Just mainly family and a few like school friends. But it's like, if I really want to keep up with somebody I know, it's either like Instagram or Snapchat. Or even like, I have a Facebook Messenger group, but I don't use Messenger on my computer, I just use it on my phone. Ooh, RBI there for Cancun. Make it 6-5. Close game so far. 900. Why? Just like why? There's no way you can talk to all of them or manage that much news. I don't understand. Boiler crowd's out. That one might be out of here. That's gone. Dude, let's see it with the home run. Facebook is for mission. Yeah. Delete spree after college went from 100 to like 660. How'd you get more? Oh. And don't add friends to add me, and I just accept. Yeah. Folks use ICQ or aim. No, we're not boomers. When I started out, it was Crossfire. There's a lot of Crossfire, and like talking on the like a landline phone. Ooh, make that 8-5 for OBX. It's like almost a boomer LBG, almost. You could be like a mini boomer. I don't know. I call my parents boomers, and they're like at the edge of the baby boomer. LBG is old enough to be Diesel's dad, except my parents are like a bit older than LBG though. That's the only thing. I'm 34, called a boomer. I'm afraid of being called a millennial because I'm 20. Because like the millennials are a completely different generation, but people don't understand that. Cause like I don't want to be considered a millennial. That's like 1995 or before. Maybe 1996. Much rather be called Gen Z. Even though Gen Z is like Fortnite generation, I guess. But whatever. That one's ripped by Hawaii, by the way. 413 feet. Make it 9-5 here. OBX trying to show out for Banks' last start. Millennials was like, I don't think it's that far back, Babs. I think if you're like older than 25, I would say millennial. I don't know. I put my brother into that, and he's 91. But like, as me as 2000s, do not call me a millennial. 33 and have twin 2-year-olds? Yikes. I'm not a post 9/11 baby. I was born in 2000. Unless you're talking about other people. Maybe you're talking about Leafer, I don't know. Steele with an RBI, McBash with 2 RBIs, Anderson with an RBI for Cancun. Meanwhile, Outer Banks, DLSC with an RBI, Blitz with 4 RBIs, Hawaii with an RBI, Von Matt with an RBI, Dinkelberg and Selich with RBIs as well. The distant future, the year 2000. Spin rate, 6 innings, 7 earned runs with the loss. Vasala goes 1 2/3 with 2 earned runs, and Hustle goes the third. Wiki Banks, 7 innings, 4 earned runs, and Johnson, 2 innings, no earned runs with the save. Player of the game is Alexander Blitz. Railroaders beat the Voyagers 11-2. 2 RBIs for Turner. And that's about it for New York. 3 RBIs for Jacks on Utah, 2 for Bauer, both going 3 hits each. RBI for Brunson, 2 RBIs for McDavid, and 3 from Thomas. Pitching, Cillian Sullivan 4 1/3, 5 earned runs. Bowman goes an inning with 4 earned runs. Pizza goes 1 2/3, 2 earned runs, and Thursday goes an inning, no earned runs. Windsor goes 7 2/3, 2 earned runs. Dupree goes 1 1/3 with no earned runs, and player of the game is JD Jacks. Crabs beat the Rangers 4-3. Rangers get an RBI from DeMars, RBI from Quick and Hank. Crabs get an RBI from Morimura, RBI from Small, and RBI from Chickens. Nut goes 6 1/3, 3 earned runs, and Jimbo goes 1 2/3 with an earned run. Stalin 6 1/3, 2 earned runs, earned run from 43. Yoshida with the win, and Handel gets the save with an inning. Player of the game is Stalin. Vandals beat the Stars 10-3. RBI from Bong, RBI from Love, or 2 RBIs from Love for Nashville. Vandals 2 RBIs from Times, RBI from Harrison, RBI from Rove, 2 from Benson, RBI from King. 2 RBIs from Gladiator, RBI from McMuffin. Arian gets their 21st loss of the season, 3 2/3, 9 earned runs. Potato 1 1/3, no earned runs, and Yamauchi 3 innings, 1 earned run. Haley McConnell gets their 15th win, go 8 1/3 with 3 earned runs. And Iceman goes 2/3, no earned runs. Player of the game is Haley McConnell. And my connection's being annoying again, and it's back. Scorpions beat the Sloths 15-3. RBI from Kelly, 2 RBIs from McDonald, 2 RBIs from Speedy Boy, 4 RBIs from Dong, 4 RBIs from Last Name, RBI from Sim, 3 RBIs from Bogart, and RBI from Gold. 4 1/3, 6 earned runs from Rose, 5 earned runs from Dolomite, earned run from Brother, 2 from Meridian and Von Adler. Death Valley Styles goes 7 innings, 1 earned run, and Chambers gives up 2 earned runs. Player of the game is first name, last name. Of course this happens. So Steeds beat the Mounties 12-3. Looking here, we get 2 RBIs from Foster, 2 from Phalange, RBI from Winston, 4 from Antilles, 3 from Reeves. Kingston, we get RBI from Carter and 2 from Afart. That's just how their lineup always is. So Steeds 4 2/3, 2 earned runs. We Florida Man 2 2/3, no earned runs, and Millers goes 1 2/3 and no earned runs. Oh, most of them I think are just inactive pinch hitters or something. Torski goes 3 2/3, 8 earned runs. Jared gives up 4 earned runs and 2/3. Dude goes 1 2/3, and Washington goes an inning. Player of the game is Antilles. And now there's a 3-way tie for second again. / third, / fourth. Whatever you want to call it. Dynamos beat the Hepcats 11-5. RBI from Halen, RBI from Camden. 5 RBIs from Vincent, 3 RBIs from Rogers, and RBI from Lyman. Kansas City got 2 RBIs from Reese, RBI from McGrath, and RBI from Everett. Urquides 6 1/3, 5 earned runs. Santo with the win. Crunch with a 2-inning save. Baxter 2 earned runs. 4 earned runs for Wisconsin. Cucumber gets an inning hold. And Creek goes an inning with 5 earned runs. Madsen goes to third. Player of the game is Vincent. Wheelers beat the Dillos 10-0. 2 RBIs from Sidorov. 6 RBIs from Michaels. And an RBI for gold. Surprisingly not a record, I guess. If we have to do additional, there's no reason to do additional days in the minors, I don't think. 9 earned runs for Cato, 3 innings, no earned runs for 70. Vidal goes 2/3. This is not last game. Trevino goes 7 innings, no earned runs. Pitching goes 2 innings, no hits. Player of the game is Slam and Sammy Michaels. So next up, we're supposed to have Florida versus Providence, but it's not really relevant. Let's see. That's locked. Vancouver has a chance to tie with Death Valley, but that doesn't really matter. Utah and Sloths are both a game and a half apart. Utah has 1 game left, so they can't catch up. We still have 2 minor league quick sims after this, so we could watch Cancun and try to see if yeah, your first seed, because if Vandals tie, it's head-to-head record, so you guys win. Yeah, who saw that coming? Yeah. Can we watch New York? Why, Babs? There's not really anything going on there. Only been on once? Sure. Yeah, minors still have 2 more games after today's. I'll probably, depending on what happens, I'll probably quick sim the first day and just stream this last day. We're not showing my pitching game. I suck. Hey, at least I don't have to watch myself pitch again. Either. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Major Deviant Pro get a bye. Van versus the Voyagers. Utah versus SAS. Yeah, that's kind of rough for anybody coming out of the Vandals and Voyagers series. You're playing 2 like pretty tough teams in SAS and Utah. Bum bum. Hear that? It's just barely not a double play. Rivers gets the second. Or is that De Niro? De Niro gets the second. Rivers up to bat. Pops out. Menard will walk.
I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road. Searching in the sun.
That looks like a home run. It is. Fullman gets the dinger. It's a walk for Johns. Ooh, pass ball, runner goes to third.
I know
Boo, 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 boo.
Splashing in the summer street, tripping, I fall in. I wanted it to happen.
That might be a double play. It is. 6-3 still.
Weight of paradise,
No hits for Babs.
solid block of gold.
Not allowed.
I feel right. Wait if I'm on fire.
Ground out by Piazza. Johnson strikes out. Alright. Okay, Railroaders beat the Voyagers 6-3. RBI from Fry, 2 RBIs from Turner. Utah, we got 4 RBIs from Grins. Davitt with an RBI. Fullman with an RBI. Seaver with an RBI. Pizza with 2 RBIs. Randall with 2 RBIs. Winchester goes 2 2/3. Hans Canna goes 7 innings, 3 earned 1 runs. Livingston goes 1 2/3, no earned runs. Spitz goes a third. Player of the game is Jake Grins. Outer Banks beat the Toros 7-3. Looking here. RBI for Andrews. Doe with 2 RBIs. Outer Banks, RBIs from Hawaii, 2 RBIs. Dinkelberg with an RBI. Selich with 3 RBIs. RBI for Gaines. Pitching, Cancun. McQueen goes 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Puar gets 3 earned runs. Lasala 1 1/3 with a 1 earned run. Outer Banks, Pat goes 8 innings, 2 earned runs. Davies gets an earned run. Johnson and Okonomi combined for an inning. And Okonomi gets a save. Player of the game is Alex Selich. Crabs beat the Rangers 6-1. RBI from DeMars, Florida. Crabs, RBI from Bellinger, RBI from Smithfield, and 1 from Rune. 3 RBIs from Knox. Pitching, Kai goes 3 2/3, 4 earned runs. Mostyn 2 1/3, 2 earned runs. Pozo 2 innings, no earned runs. There's a prop bet on it, I think, Halfie. Like 50 innings pitched and less than a 1 ERA. Pearson 6 innings, 1 earned run. Delabar goes 1 1/3, and Yoshida gets 1 earned run, 1 2/3 innings. Player of the game is Nate Pearson. Wow, would you look at that? And Vandals beat the Stars 6-3. 2 RBIs from Lefebvre for Nashville. Rove with an RBI, Lamar with an RBI, Crunkledon with 2, King with 2. Fox goes 6 innings, 5 earned runs. Hunter goes 1 inning, 1 earned run. Walensky goes an inning. Lomu goes 6 1/3, 3 earned runs. Wokenfest 1 2/3, no earned runs. And Hammy Iceman goes an inning of 12 saves on the season. And Lefebvre is player of the game. Time for minors. Hold on to your boots. Can I not go to scores? So, Dillos beat the Wheelers 7-3. Hood with an RBI. Reeves with an RBI. Kahn with 2. Leclerc with 1. Kim with 2 RBIs. RBI for Dowd. 2 RBIs for Michaels on Wheelers. Pitching, Frukin 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Lennon goes an inning with an earned run. Maximovich gets their 11th save on 2 innings, no hits. Otter goes 6 innings, 5 earned runs. White goes 2 innings, 2 earned runs. Strap goes 2 pitches. That's about it. And Cummings goes an inning. Player of the game is Sammy Michaels. Mounties are guaranteed a 500 season, at least. Beating the Swifties 12-4, and getting win number 50. 1640. 3 RBIs for Rotor Wash, which they call Mounties. We get RBI from Litteris. 5 RBIs from Gibbles, who gets home run number 36 so far. RBI from Carter. 3 RBIs from Eagle and an RBI from Keister. Slepian goes 5 1/3 with 6 earned runs. Blank Space goes a third of an inning with 4 earned runs. And Mantic goes 2 innings, 2 earned runs. Murphy goes 5 1/3, 2 earned runs. McQuack gets the win and a blown save, 3 innings, no earned runs. And Jared goes 2/3 of an inning. Player of the game is Bob Gibbles, who might try to break the triple-digit RBI record looking at his score. I think he had 97. And Dynamos beat the Hepcats 3-0. RBI from Halen, RBI from Sessions, RBI from Vincent. Hepcats, no RBIs. Pitching, Johnson goes 6 1/3 with no earned runs. Turner goes 2/3. Crunch gets a save, 2 innings, no earned runs. And Ben Cotton goes 4 2/3, 3 earned runs. Destiny goes 4 innings, no earned runs. Player of the game is Taylor Johnson. Alright, let's look at the standings real quick. Hepcats, of course, clinched first round bye. Mounties and Dynamos tied for second. And Wheelers would be kicked out of third, depending on who wins between the Mounties and the Dynamos. Swifties, game back of the Wheelers, who are game back of the Dynamos. And Dillos are eliminated. Let's look at the majors real quick just to check everything out. Yep, Death Valley gets the lead there. Oh, there's another game? No, okay, I miscounted. I thought that was 8. Never mind. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're gonna quick sim this day and then play the next day. Wheelers get win number 50, beating the Dillos 3-1. 1 RBI from Swift for the Dillos. Wheelers get RBI from Gold, RBI from Turtle, RBI from Michaels. Pitching, Johns goes 7 innings, 1 earned run. Maximovich goes an inning with an earned run. And Dugan goes 7 innings, 1 earned run. Cummings 1 1/3, and White goes 2/3, gets their 12th save. Player of the game is Slim Dogan. Mounties versus the Swifties. Mounties look like they could be secured a spot. I don't think they are just yet, but get win number 51, beating the Swifties 6-2. Scoring 4 in the bottom of the 8th here to take the lead. RBI for Arrow and RBI for Vandals 1-5 straight for the Swifties. Think with your head. Literis, 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. 3 for 4 for Bonanza and 2 RBIs for Holding a Fart. Keister with an RBI. Boogie 5 1/3, 2 earned runs. Blank Space 2/3 of an inning. Phobe goes an inning with an earned run. Thorn 2/3, 3 earned runs, and the Florida Man goes third. Corcoran goes 6 2/3, 1 earned run, and Rulo gets a win and a blown save, 2/3 of an inning with an earned run. Player of the game is Thomas Corcoran. Hepcats beat the Dynamos 8-4. And look at here, Dynamos get an RBI from Camden, 3 RBIs from Sessions. Hepcats, RBI from Finn Reese, 3 RBIs from Sampson, RBI from Stevens, RBI from Iso. Pitching, Lasilva goes 5 2/3, 5 earned runs. Santo 1 2/3, 3 earned runs. Farias 4 2/3, 4 earned runs. Madsen goes 2 1/3. Shikansa gets their 17th save, 2 innings, no earned runs. Player of the game is Tom Sampson. The highest TPA pitcher on Swifties, 0-4. Sounds about right. Alrighty, let's check real quick to see what's going on here. Swifties are eliminated. They cannot get in, so it's a 4-way race for the last 2 spots. let's see. Wheelers and Dynamos are tied at 50. And Mounties are a game ahead of all of that. So all of these games are basically one-sided. Hepcats are already in. Dillos are eliminated and Swift-Steeds are eliminated. Dynamo's game matters. I mean, one-sided as in only one team matters. Why would I quicksim, Miss Obvious? I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go with this one because I'm selfish. Do you really want me to quicksim, person, man? Okay. Wait, can I do a poll? No, I can't. Wait. I can. Okay. I don't understand why you guys want to quicksim that bad, but alright. Anyways. It's just delaying results. Sure, why not? Okay. Dynamos, Hepcats. Dynamos lose. And they'll be 500 on the season. Hepcats taking the game 6-1. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, Dynamos, RBI from Rogers is all they can muster. Hepcats get an RBI from Stevenson, RBI from McGrath, 2 from Sampson, 3 for 4 RBI for Everett, and an RBI from Stevens. Pitching, Rune goes 4 2/3, 4 earned runs. Bravo goes 3 1/3, 2 earned runs. Joden, 6 innings, no earned runs. Smith goes 2 1/3 with an earned run, and Destiny goes 2/3. Player of the game is Michael Joden. Wheelers versus the Dillos. And Wheelers take this one 2-1. So, with that, Dynamos are eliminated, I believe. Yes. So, it's a battle for second between the Mounties and the Wheelers. Wheelers win 2-1 here. Dillos don't get a single RBI. On the Wheeler side, Strobel gets 2 RBIs. See him in chat, so there you go. Pitching, Cato gets their 11th win, 5 innings, no earned runs, and Geese goes 3 innings with no earned runs. Daring goes 6 1/3, gets his 14th win, no earned runs. White goes 2/3, no earned runs. Musher gets a third of an inning, and Smith gets their first save, 1 2/3, no earned runs. Player of the game is Bobby Daring. Last but not least, the Swift-Steeds versus the Mounties. And the Swift-Steeds score 3 in the first and never look back. Rough. What do you mean, yes, it's still a tie. Anyways, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs from Antilles, an RBI from unoriginal name. Kingston, we get RBI from Carter and RBI from Tachibana. Pitching, Montgomery goes 5 innings, 1 earned run. Jones goes an inning with 1 earned run. Phobe goes 1 1/3, no earned runs. And Tito goes 1 2/3, no earned runs. Buckley, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. John goes an inning. Rulo goes 2 2/3, and McQuack goes a third. player of the game is Gary Montgomery. So what does that put it as? I don't know. Is there another game? Is that what it does? Does anybody know this? I think I don't know what the wild card. So I guess Mounties get home field? Is that what that's telling me? It's head to head for home field? I don't know what our head to head record is. Maybe I can look that up somehow. Versus, is there a way that tells us? No. No. Wait. It don't tell me nothing. Okay, yeah, I have no idea how to figure this out. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what did I want to look at? This. Just one quick look. I'll go over the majors in a minute. Just taking a look at league leaders. So it looks like Bob Gibbles takes the batting average, OPS, home runs, RBIs. Dan Halen gets on base percentage. Gibbles gets slugging. Dan Halen for WAR just barely squeaks out above Gibbles. Larone gets at bats. Gibbles with hits. Mike Litteris with runs. Reed for doubles. Stevenson for triples. Gibbles with total bases. Sidorov wins the stolen base chase. Looking here, Reeves with strikeouts, Fenreese with walks, sac flies, Camden, Gibbles with 47 extra base hits, best isolated power, OPS plus, win probability added, and weighted on base average. The bet between Hoppy and Lunchbox? What was the bet? So you look here, Hepcat's pretty much across the board for most of the pitching. I mean, why not, Bauer? Who cares? Games are over. Home runs? I don't know. Anyway, can hear Von Adler qualifies for the earned run average lead. Conliford wins. Arian does get the 21st loss. Bergen with 208 strikeouts. Good for him. Dawson and WAR. And strikeouts per walks. Per 9. Jabs barely gets the BB per 9. Man, I'm kind of salty about that. I had like 6 walks for the first half of the season. Anyway though, you can hear Von Adler with whip, opponent average. Guy Walker gets I have no idea what that means, but whatever. That's not he's batting. Jax gets batting average, Rove with home runs, Jax for RBIs. What the fuck is what? Oh, looks like a salt emote. It's Gold's emote. pretty much it. Should I go a day ahead so that it generates the minors teams in playoffs? I just thought about that. Well, yeah, but if I do that, then I'm just gonna export it. It's gonna be sitting there. Yeah, well, I guess not, because playoffs are starting soon. Yeah, it starts tomorrow. Yeah. I could go to tomorrow, but I won't.
I married a tattooed lady.
You need to generate both majors and minors. Then we can edit. So, majors is there. And minors is not yet, but I think they're different timing. Anyway, whatever. I'll just leave it for now.
And every night before I go to sleep, I jerk down the quilt.
Is minors after majors first game? No. Not that there's nothing upcoming for the minors. If that's what you're saying, LBG. Check the season scheduler? How do I do that? And league options? Am I missing something here? Middle row. What am I missing? What am I missing, LBG? Is it this one? Edit league schedule? Yes? No? Okay. This is for May 16th. What? Should I go to today? LBG? So we have today's games are listed on there. Game 100. So don't worry about it, or figure it out. Yeah, okay. Let's check these again, just in case. Alrighty. And I went from being bright outside to dark all in one stream. Oof. Doof 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 doo 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 doof 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 doo 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 dum 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 dum. Bully in the Alley YouTube video next, please? Why? Ah, it's gone.
So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley.
Are you happy now?
Bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. Sally is a girl in Shinbone Alley. Way, bully in the alley. Sally is a girl that I splayed nearly. Bully down in Shinbone.
What, Leafer?
So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. I found myself out on the street. Way, hey, bully in the alley. I found myself with time so free. Bully down in Shinbone now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. I waltzed up to the angel in a way, hey, bully in the alley. I kicked on the door and walked right in. Bully down in Shinbone now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. I walked up to the barroom counter. Way, hey, bully in the alley. There I met with Greasy Annie. Bully down in Shinbone now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. I bought a rum and I bought a gin. Way, hey, bully in the alley. I bought a wine, both white and red. Bully down in Shinbone now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. And when I've spent of all me tin, way, hey, bully in the alley. Up to bed we both did creep. Bully down in Shinbone now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. We're up and tumble all night long. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Dawn did break, the cock did crow. Bully down in Shinbone now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the
David Coughlin roll the old chariot?
I left my girl to go a-sailing. Way, hey, bully in the alley. I left myself to go a-whaling. Bully down in Shinbone now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey,
Okie dokie. I'm outie.